Hey everyone. I'm just gonna go on a rant here. These are what I like to call category crimes. Now, what is a category crime? It's like an omission. So random omissions to random categories. Categories I think shouldn't exist, and just like general like idiocy in terms of how they've done things in Dokkan. Starting things off, we have inhuman deeds. Now you can immediately see the problem here. Both leaders are yellow coin LRs, and so, already the team's unrunnable. Now this team does not have an easy A weakness. Like they don't have an easy A like battle weakness. So that's good. So it means you don't have to run inhuman deeds, I guess. But it just seems that like that first of all, it's like why are both leaders yellow coin LRs? No Dokkan Fest leader skill is what kills this category. It will never be a real team. I really hope whatever Broly comes in, they do like a Roshi thing where they give him like inhuman deeds 200%, and then the other two leader skills are just like 170, like maybe planetary destruction or what would it be? Planetary destruction, maybe like pure science. Maybe I don't know. Just a random leader skill, and it's like this guy dropped in 2022 when they reset the meta, and 200% leader skills, and 150%. It's not. I wouldn't really say it's his fault, because like yeah, he wasn't good on release. He's bad, but I wouldn't really say it's his fault the category is so bad. I would really say that it's just yellow coin LRs in general, and the fact that unless your name is Cell Max, 150% is not gonna cut it. We're in 2024, and this guy dropped 2 years ago, and ever since, well, coming up on 2 years. Wait, yeah, 2 years. So like almost 3 years ago, and ever since they just never given us a new leader, a Dokkan Fest leader, not even a 170%. It doesn't make sense. Another point, they put Zamasu on here, so we have this Goku Black, we have this Zamasu, but then Fusion Zamasu is not on here. What? Why is Goku Black on here, who is Zamasu, and then this Kai Zamasu, he's on here, but then Fusion Zamasu isn't? Like Gawasu's still dead. He still killed Zawasu. He still killed Gawasu. And so, where is he? Where is the LR Fusion Zamasu? Where is the AGL Fusion Zamasu? Where's the tech, the really old tech Fusion Zamasu? And not only should he have been on this category, but he should have led it. He should have given them the first 170%, because him leading Fused Fighters is definitely a category you're going to get more use out of, because, this is trash. This is awful. There are some good ones like King Vegeta, this Frieza here, this Frieza situational, this Super Boss's Frieza is good. You can get some use out of Int Goku Black. This Boo's good. Physical, the Super Easy A. And who else? You'd select this guy at the start of fights. But apart from that, like everything else is just trash. Oh, also this physical Rose. But apart from that, everything else. Ooh, also Barbary and Boo. You can get some use out of them. But I keep saying apart from that. Apart from that, there's like nothing else here. Like Tech Golden Frieza probably, and then that's it. And so I'm thinking like they should just remove this category. We have too many. There is no easy A weakness, and frankly, I don't want there one to be, because this is just awful. This was never a team, and it may never be a team. I mean, we could see with his easy A, they could see. We could see them bump this up to maybe 160, 170%, because they're okay with giving 150% on release, but then with easy A's, Like if we look at 17 and Golden Frieza, where'd they be? So this is STR, it's physical. So it'd be here. It's one of these two because let's see. Is it this one? Yeah. So 150% on ETA, 160%. Now obviously, we'd all prefer 170%, but we'll take it. It's not that big of a buff, although they did gain an extra key, and it's just like they don't want yellow coins to be leaders, unless you're Cell Max. You can't be a leader, but it's like as a leader, you're not gonna run them as a leader even with the extra key, because the stats just aren't enough, and so it's like that's why I'm saying Inhuman Deeds should just be removed as a category. They should just get rid of it. We have too many, and they should just get rid of it. Now, moving on. GT bosses. Now, GT bosses consists of major antagonists from Dragon Ball GT. I think what they should do, the actual devs themselves, is they should give us like a description in game, because this is just going off the wiki. Going off what the wiki like interprets, right? Because you look at this and yeah, these are all major antagonists, but then you're seeing like, where is Mamba? They dropped Mamba last year with Android 18. She's not on GT bosses, and I wouldn't really call her a major antagonist, but she's from the Heroes Legacy movie. She's from the GT Heroes Legacy movie, which the Goku Jr. is from. And wait, let me check. Is he on Movie Heroes? I don't think he's on Movie Heroes, even though it is a movie. So if we go GT, go off the link, and then we go to, where is he in? So he'd be like around here. So this guy, he's a hybrid Saiyan. I think he's not on Movie Heroes. So I guess that's another omission. He should be on Movie Heroes, because the GT that, let's go, Heroes Legacy. Not Roblox. Heroes Legacy GT. So this Dragon Ball GT, a Hero's Legacy, just going to the, it's a TV special. Oh, well then there you go. I guess dude, they know more than me, I guess. They know more than me. But anyway, back to my main point. I think Mamba should be on here just because the team just needed it. The same with the AGL Android 17 and the in Hellfighter 17, the 217s, because these two, to put them together and suddenly you get GT bosses. But then I know they do fuse though, but then separately, nah, they're not allowed. GT bosses is not allowed to be good. Another point, why are these random R cards? Like, I'm saying they should have added Mamba to GT bosses, but she's not like a major character, but these guys are major characters. And so I'm just thinking, instead of dropping Mamba in 18, like a random Peppy Gals banner that no one's gonna summon on, they should have just dropped these guys as SSRs, or like TURs, I mean, instead of just random R cards. That would have helped Omega. Mamba, when did she release? Let me check. So here we have Mamba. She released August 2023. So she released in August and in October for global. So like right after Omega, when Omega released, because he released Part 2 Tanabata, July 2023. Like, can you imagine? Instead of dropping this useless Mamba Peppy Gals banner that no one would have summoned on unless they're a whale, they drop the Shadow Dragons. And like, yeah, they would have made the same amount of, maybe negative money, but it would have helped Omega. They would have been put into the random summoning, the general SSR pool. And so now you pull this Mamba and you're like, But then imagine you pull Haze Shenron and you're like, okay, I can get some use out of you. You're summoning on, I don't know, New Year's, and you pull Oceanus Shenron, the ugly one, the blue ugly one. You pull Oceanus Shenron, you pull Naturon Shenron. It's like, okay, I can get some use out of you. GT Bosses needs the help. But then you pull Mamba, and it's like, okay, we pulled Mamba. What does she do? Like, what does she do? What does she do? What did she do? And, that's the point. Instead of giving us a random, stupid Peppy Gales banner, this year was actually pretty good. Mai and Coquette, they're good. But Mamba? What was she doing last year that these guys wouldn't have been able to do? Because they're just random R cards. Give us real Shadow Dragons. We already have Nova Shenron. We already have, where is he? Ice Shenron. Also, like, why is Ice Shenron? He doesn't even have a TUR. What? Ice Shenron as well. But like the others, screw them, I guess. Screw Omega. He doesn't need the help. They thought he was good enough when they dropped him. And I wouldn't say they should remove GT bosses as a category, because it does do something. They have to have like a GT bosses representation. But I really think being a bit more lenient with this makes more sense. Like, for example, if we go here, and let's go to Fierce Battle, because he has Fierce Battle, right? And we go to the 23rd World Tournament Goku. So we scroll all the way down. You would be around here. No. So this guy, right? This guy, his attack is called Meteor Combination. And he's on the Kamehameha category. So what they do is, most of the time, you're going to look at the category, a lot of these units have Kamehameha as like an attack name. So their name is like Super Kamehameha, or Double Kamehameha, or Kamehameha and Final Flash, or Supreme Kamehameha for like the UI Gokus. And it's like, even for units which don't have the Kamehameha, they put them on here. They've started to put them on here. Like this Goku here. So I really think, like, they can easily just add units to categories. They could just do that. They could easily just add units to categories, but they don't want to, which is really annoying, because they're being lenient with what they call super attacks. And he does mix in a Kamehameha with it. He just doesn't call it that, or it's just not called that. But he's still in the category. But then GT bosses who aren't major antagonists are not allowed on GT bosses. It's like, it doesn't make sense. They at this point, they can't be doing this anymore. Now, moving on. That was long. How long was that? So that was 4 minutes. That was like 13 minutes, right? So, moving on. Low class warriors here. And you're like, this is one of the categories that you see as like an easy A weakness. And you're like, I don't want to run this team. This team sucks. Because you're just going to be running Team Bardock. Because Team Bardock is just low class warriors with less units. And so we look at this and we're thinking, you're on here. You're on here. So are you two. And you. So are you two. And you. But then every other Goku, where is the Super Saiyan 4 Gokus? Where is the UI Gokus? He was born a low-class warrior. It's not like you can just change that. It's not like you can just, oh, I went Kaioken. Suddenly I'm no longer a low-class warrior. No. He was born a low-class Saiyan. He was born a low-class warrior. And so, every Goku should be on here. You know, they have every Bardock. Well, actually, no, they don't have Super Saiyan Bardocks, which is another stupid thing, because it's still Bardock. It's still Bardock. Like, this guy, Super Saiyan Bardock, he goes Super Saiyan, but he's still a low-class warrior. What? But then, every other Super Saiyan Bardock isn't a low-class warrior? And it's just like, what are they thinking with this? And so in conclusion, a short one here. In conclusion, low-class warriors and Team Bardock, by extension, should both be removed as a category. Just because we don't need it. It's just that there's too many, and there's not, like, it just doesn't work as a team. Now, moving on. The last category crime of this video, we have accelerated battle. Now, accelerated battle, in theory, you're thinking, okay, you know, we got a fair few good units. We have this Goku here. Funny how this guy was the last leader for accelerated battle, and then this guy, who's also a Super Saiyan 3 unit, is the next leader. But like, you're seeing this, and you're like, okay, you know, in theory, there could be a lot of units on here. But then you scroll down, and it's like, that's it. That's it. Like, what? To start things off, I think the first thing I noticed, because I started in 2022, the first thing I noticed is that this Tech God Goku is on accelerated battle, but then the LR gods, who are from the same movie, and the STR god Vegeta, he's not here, is not on here, even though they're from the same movie. And it's like, you can't be telling me that's not a high-speed battle. The Broly movie, the same with Broly and Gogeta. I mean, they were zipping around. They were moving pretty fast. But it's not an accelerated battle. It's not they are not characters that displayed astounding speed. And so once again, it's like, they should give us some sort of description in game, just so we don't have to guess. Because like, they put this guy on here, but then the LR Super Saiyans, Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks, who are from the same movie, are not on here? What? Who else? Metal Cooler, he's on here. But then the Super Saiyan duo, nah, they're not on here. Screw them. Vegito, he's on here. Fusion Zamasu, nah, he doesn't count. UI Goku, he's on here. Jiren, where's Jiren? You know, they put Dispo on here. But not Jiren? What? And like Topo as well. You could argue he should be on here. That physical Dokkan Fest Topo. Where is he? Well, he wouldn't be here anyway. But you could argue he could be on here. And I don't get it. Oh, also, this God Goku, but no Beerus? Hold on. What? No Beerus? Where's Beerus? Why isn't he on Accelerate Battle? A few more examples of Accelerate Battle. This Demon King Piccolo, he pairs with... Where is he? He pairs with the Kid Goku. We have this AGL Cell. He pairs with... Where are they? with this STR Goku Gohan exchange. Who else? This guy, these guys, these two in RF Blues. No Golden Freezer. No Golden Freezer. This guy, no Fat Boo. Where is Int Fat Boo? He's not here. Margin Boo not here. Let's see. Baby, LR Baby, he's not on here. But Super Saiyan 4 Goku is. And it's just things like that. I really think they should just change what this means. Obviously, this is just the wiki description, right? But, you know, it reflects the game. And I really think it shouldn't just be characters that displayed astounding speed. It should be battles like that displayed astounding speed. So that way it goes both ways. Because how can they have Demon Kid Piccolo and Kid Goku on here? They have STR UI Goku and Kefla on here, who are they fought each other, right? They have Cell and no Gohan, the Gammas, but not Cell Max, no Orange Piccolo, no Ultimate Gohans, no Beast Gohan. What? And it's just things like that. It's like you cannot be serious. Where's this guy from? Well, he's not from any saga, it seems. But another big one, Namek, Goku, and Full Power Frieza. You can't go around telling me they weren't pretty fast. Goku was trashing on Frieza. You can't be telling me that's not fast. Where is in Namek Goku? Where's Full Power Frieza? Coming to this wiki here, we have this STR Cooler, the Super Attack, Death Gliding. This is from, in the movie, this is from when Goku was using the Kaioken to get around him because he was too fast. And then, you know, he just stops that. And that's not an accelerated battle. How do we have that Tech Carnival Goku on accelerated battle, but then we don't have Final Form Cooler? He was way faster. And he's not on there. You know? We have this Frieza. And wait, do we have the STR? No. No, we don't have him. So this guy, I don't know who he released with. We have this guy. Do we have the transforming Goku? Yeah, transforming Goku. And no transforming Vegeta? What? I mean, that's just not fair. Yeah, that's just not fair. Vegeta got shafted. That's just not fair. Yes. This Dragon Fist Goku. Same here. This is the same one. And no Hirudagans. No Hirudagans. He'd be right here because he's extreme. He's extreme in. No Hirudagans. We have this Goku. And no Margin Vegeta. No Margin Vegeta? What? Catapesra? No Topo. I think I've already mentioned that. Who else? This Dispo, but then physical Golden Freezer, the Dokkan Fest. I think, is that the one? I think that's the one. Or is that the Freezer and Gohan? So let's see. I'm not sure. I think the Frieza from the Dokkan Fest is the one that fought Topo, not the one that fought Dispo, because the one that fought Dispo was the Frieza and Gohan, that Frieza and Gohan unit. So that's the one that should be on here. But like you could argue Topo and that physical Golden Frieza should be on Accelerated Battle anyway. Another one, this guy here, he's from the Cooler movie, the Metal Cooler movie. And no Tech Vegeta, that Tech Vegeta from the Cyclone Shot one. If we go to movie heroes, I could find him. Oh, yeah. Here's another one. Gohan, this Gohan here. This Tree of Might Goku, you could argue. STR Turles, Team Turles. The physical Turles as well. Anyway, let's look for that Vegeta. This guy. This Vegeta. He should be on Accelerated Battle. How can they do that to him? How can they give this guy, where is he? How can they give this guy literally, I mean, it's not exactly the same, but literally the same art, and he's on Accelerated Battle, but then he's not? You know, it's not like Goku said, this is an Accelerated Battle, and then Vegeta said, Metal Cooler, I'm not fast enough. So, you know, it's like, why isn't he on there? Why isn't he on Accelerated Battle? He should be. Why do they do that? And yeah, these units, you know, they're pretty old. You know, no one's really going to care if they're added. Because, you know, banner units, they're not going to super easy A anytime soon until they start doing them. But they only said Dokkan Fest and LR. So for now, these guys are kind of screwed. But that doesn't mean you can't add them to a category. Because they should be on here. So yeah, just a bit extra. Even more examples. Sword of Hope Trunks. Where is Sword of Hope Trunks? No LR Fusion Zamasu. I mean, I've already mentioned that. AGL Zamasu. He's not on here. Who else? This blue Goku that's on here. The Vegeta counterpart. He's not on Accelerated Battle. Even though he's from the same movie. Who else? I already mentioned Topo, but like this guy's counterpart as well. God of Destruction Topo, the STR one. He could be on here. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Maybe you could argue he could be on here. Who else? You could say LR Beerus and Whis maybe. But like they have Gamma 1 and 2 on here. But then Gohan, who fought Gamma 1, isn't on here. Orange Piccolo, who fought Gamma 2, isn't on here. We have this is the only Future Saga Goku. Who else? Oh yeah. This guy. But then LR Super 17, nowhere to be seen. Let's go to Legendary Power. So we go to Legendary Power. And we scroll down. Tech. So he should be like one of these. Which one? He should be like here or here. I'll just wait for it to load. So, Super 17, The same with the STR Super 17. What does he say? I can read your every move. Die. He can read his every move? I mean, Goku was pretty fast. He could read his every move? Doesn't that make him fast? Not an accelerated battle. Honestly, this guy's easy A. They better make him good, honestly. I mean, it won't save GT bosses, but, with androids, maybe you could get something cooking. But that's not the point. The point is, this guy is not on accelerated battle. And I think I'll stop with the examples. We'll end the examples here. And I'll just cut back to the regular video. By the way, my mic is like this because my actual mic stopped working. So I have to use my my laptop. So that's why it sounds like, I'm in a room full of, I don't know, it sounds like I'm in a massive room or something instead of really close up. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I fixed my mic again, and it works now. So I'm on the Dokkan info page, the Japanese page. Let me move a bit further away from the mic. And it says high speed combat here. And what I mean by having both sides, or both counterparts, the units that fought each other on the category, I mean the battle itself is what should put them on the team. The battle itself, not the characters displaying high speed or something. Because you could argue a lot of characters could be high speed, like I did. I went on a massive tangent just explaining units that are not on there. But you could argue a lot of characters are super fast, and they're not on there. So it just seems really just stupid to me. And it's just they really do need to reevaluate how they make some of these categories. Maybe they don't want to shut down the game for 1 week so they can add all the characters that they're missing their categories because they'd lose $50 billion. And it's oh, we don't want to lose money, guys. Sorry. But it's for the good of the game. They make a ton of money, and yeah, I don't see them putting all of it back into the game, right? Because obviously they want to make a profit, and they do make a profit. They have this game with made and profits in mind. And but it's come on, one maybe 1 week would hurt, but I really don't see how it would be that tough just to add units to categories. They've done it before, and they can do it again, but they just don't want to, because they've driven themselves into a corner now. You have more characters, and you're seeing they're releasing, and you're okay, he's on that category, that 23rd World Tournament Goku. He's okay, he's on Kamehameha. But then you come back to older units. I had to come to this wiki, so I can look at the transformation, the active skill animation, so I can show it. And it's they're in base, and then they fuse into Super Gogeta, and he immediately appears as a Super Saiyan. And yeah, he didn't exactly appear as base Gogeta and transform into Super Saiyan, but they didn't show that, but he did. We know he did because the way it works, when they fuse in base, then they appear in base. So he immediately appeared, and then he immediately powered up. When you're you can see the whole galaxy thing, so they don't show it. But this unit, not on transformation boost. Int Gogeta, this Tech Gogeta as well, not on accelerated battle, but Janemba is, that Dragon Fist, Super Twin Dragon Fist Goku is, all the other Janembas, but then all the Gojitas are omitted. You know, we're back here. This base Gogeta, obviously he's not on transformation boost, but Goku and Vegeta, they fused, and you know, Gogeta's in base. But then when they fuse in Fusion Reborn, and you know, there's only one way to get to Super Gogeta, and that's by powering up. That's by transforming. That's a transformation boost. Obviously, you won't see this guy on here, but I'm saying that Tech Gogeta should be on here. Should be on transformation boost. And it's just like I think I'm just gonna end it here. Just a bit of a rant. Well, I say a bit, a lot of a rant. So yeah, if there are any more categories you can think of that like are true like category crimes, then please leave a comment. I know this was kind of like me just ranting and just complaining, but you know, what else am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to jump for joy that these categories are inconsistent and stupid? So, yeah, you know, I guess thanks for watching if you did. If you enjoyed me complaining about categories that I can't change, then, you know, please leave a like, I guess.